would use his father's house in such a disrespectful, disagreeable
I've got to be honest.
way.
When I started
That
this
was
show,
an act of protest. In the same breath, as I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, the prophets throughout the Old Testament would often stand up against the king and offer protest, encouraged by God to do so. They were given a message that says, I disagree. And they were loud about it. And if the king didn't hear, if the authorities didn't hear, they went to the people and they told the people what it was that was coming their way. That's an act of protest. Offering hope can be an act of protest. I think about Jeremiah, and I think about what Jeremiah said to the people after the exile, after they were taken from their homes and sent out to the four corners of the Persian Empire. The hope that he sent to them, this will pass. And whatever the Persians may do to us today, it's irrelevant. God is sending us home. When the time comes, God will send us home because God hasn't abandoned us. Offering a message of hope is an act of protest in the face of oppression, in the face of slavery and captivity. The Bible is filled, absolutely chocked full of moments where men and women actively, intentionally
and stronger.
protest. Jesus is happy when we protest. But I will, to be very clear, I'm not talking about violent protest. Violent protest, sure, you may have your voice heard in media, and it may completely destroy the momentum of the cause you are trying to build. So with that, I look at what Martin Luther King said about protest, and I wrote it down just so that I wouldn't forget.
The
Martin Luther King,
American
of course. Martin Luther King
dream
Jr., of course.
is dead. But if I get
As
elected
a Christian,
president,
he's the guy you go to.
I will bring it
What
back.
does he say about acts of protest? And the first thing he says is absolutely no violence. Violence has no place in protests where Christians are standing up and voicing their disagreement with an issue, with an injustice. No violence ever. No violence ever. Never lower yourself to that place. You're above it. Rise above it. The second is